Hi everyone, and welcome to our brand new webinar. So glad you all are here. My name is Marta. A lot of you already know me. I'm the project manager at Peeklogic, and my work is to help teams make sure that the right things get shipped to the right time to the right people, which basically, spoiler for today, is exactly what we are going to show you. And today we're doing something a little bit different, something a little bit special. And it's a live co-webinar. And joining me is someone who actually builds the things I manage. So hello, Dmitro. Nice to have you here today.
Hey, Marta. Thank you. I'm really happy to be here. And hello, everyone. I'm Dmitro, CEO and founder of FlexiKanban. For those who are new to FlexiKanban, we are a Salesforce native Kanban app built for teams that needs more flexibility than the standard Salesforce Kanban view. And in a simple words, FlexiKanban turns Salesforce records into visual boards, customize it to your specific workflow. You can build boards for any standard or custom object, including objects that store data from other systems, like Jira. With FlexiKanban, teams can customize many aspects of the boards, including cards, column totals, quick filters, swim lanes, drag and drop and click actions, and automation that typically run behind the scenes. And the idea of the FlexiKanban came from a very practical problem that we often see with our customers. So the data is already in Salesforce, but teams still struggle to see what is actually happening, what is stuck, and what needs our attention. And I think that today's Jira use case is a great example.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So thank you very much for presenting FlexiKanban. And on top of that, what I want to say that one of the biggest challenges team face is keeping Salesforce and Jira aligned while maintaining visibility across both platforms. So Peeklogic Jira Connector solves that by seamlessly syncing issues, projects, like comments, and other key data between Jira and Salesforce. So Peeklogic itself brings data from Jira into Salesforce, and FlexiKanban turns those synced records into a visual, actionable board that basically business teams can use without switching between the tools. And it's something that we are going to show you today. So, guys, I believe that it's a high time to jump to our first use case. So, Dmitro, I'm passing you the wheel. Yes, and I'm eager, ready to see what like just how everything works, right?
Sure. Okay, yeah. Let's start with the Peeklogic side. In this demo, we configured Peeklogic connector so that Jira issues are synced into Salesforce as case records. So you can see that on the right side, we have the original Jira issue list. And on the left side, we have the same items, and they are now available in Salesforce as cases. And for example, we can take a look at the issue in Jira, Can 141, and we can see that it was automatically represented in Salesforce as a case with number 1250. And it has all key information like subject, status, priority, assignee, and other fields that we need for the Salesforce teams. And the important point here is that nobody had to copy and paste this information manually. Instead, Peeklogic keeps the data synced from Jira into Salesforce automatically. So I think that it's already solved the first problem. Jira work is no longer hidden from Salesforce teams. They can now work directly inside Salesforce. But because these Jira issues right now stored as cases record, you may think like, hey, wait a moment. Can we just use the standard Salesforce Kanban view? And for simple scenario, for simple use case, yeah, maybe. But when the process becomes more serious, you can quickly hit the limits. And let me show you something. I'm switching into the standard Salesforce Kanban view. And here you can see that there is some problems, right? Standard Salesforce Kanban is limited in how many records you can work with and how much information you can display on each card. And actually, there are no way to make this information meaningful at the first glance. With a real backlog, those limits can become a problem very quickly. So now let me show you the same data in FlexiKanban board. So here we have Jira users synced into Salesforce cases and grouped by status. Standard Salesforce Kanban is limited to 200 records, while FlexiKanban doesn't have such limitations. And another advantage is the cards are fully customizable. We can display information coming from different related objects, and we can style the card however we want. In this particular example, I configure them to look and feel much closer to the native Jira board, showing details and icons like priorities, assignees, and issue types. This is the type of board that gives the Salesforce team a real working view, not just like the basic Kanban layout. And by the way, look, it's all live. Let me filter and let's see, like, show me the only high priority work. That's the question your support lead asks every Monday. And actually, it can be answered just with the 2 clicks. And another example, if you want a different view, let's say we can group records by type. And the same way we can do if we want to see our cases grouped by assignee. And you know, everything that's on the screen was configured by an admin in our Kanban studio, so there is no code needed.
This is very cool. Like, just, people like that there is no need to use code. So we can say that it's like really huge. And this is exactly what I mean whenever I mention visibility. Yeah. A support lead can look at this board, let's say like this, and know without logging into Jira what engineering is working on. Yes. And what is like the blocker. And as from my perspective as a project manager, this removes like the need to constantly check Jira or ask around like about the updates. So everything is already transparent at glance, and the transparency is so much important because the clients like it and we all like it. Yes. So, okay, viewing here is great, but can we actually update things here without going into Jira? I believe that we slightly will move to the second use case right now.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a good part. So watch what we can do here. I'm dragging a card from in progress column into done column. Okay, and now actually 2 things happened. First, the case status in Salesforce has been updated. And the second thing is, just in a few seconds, Peeklogic picked it up, the change, and pushed it back to Jira. So you see that the status field in Jira ticket was also updated correspondingly.
Yeah.
And actually, this is not just dragging. So I can edit case details right here in a split view. I can modify priority, status, add some additional details in the descriptions, and then save it and have it sync it back to Jira automatically as well. Okay. And now what we can do, we also do a different vice versa thing. So for this particular task, I can update the assignee, for instance, to myself. And in a few seconds, this change also will be automatically reflected back to Salesforce to the case record. I even didn't have to click refresh button here.
Cool.
And one more thing, because I think it matters for our audience. Everything, I just use it, the board, the card, the rules, the swim lanes, it all was configured by admin in the board designer. No ethics, no developer tickets, no consulting projects. So if you are a Salesforce admin watching this, I think this is yours to build.
Yeah. So what we have here, a support agent could just update the case details or attach a customer screenshot, let's say like this, right? Straight to the Jira ticket from Salesforce. And like we don't have like this need to pull in a developer just to pass the information around. And what we can say that alone saves a lot of time on both sides, as we can see, right? And cuts out a lot of unnecessary back and forth. And from like manager perspective as well, it also means like less chasing updates and fewer gaps in context, which is like cool because again, like just we want to be like just much more professional and we have everything like captured in one place. And overall, right, it improves the communication across the teams and keeps everyone aligned without any extra noise, let's say like this.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I would say it breaks down the wall between business teams and engineering without forcing anyone to change their favorite tool.
Yeah, it's true. So I believe that we can like just have like some little like sum up of what we have like already shown you today in is like basically that the Salesforce can become your real-time command center like for Jira work. Everything is in one place, no tab switching, which is important, no chasing engineering for updates, no gaps between the teams. And again, like if we talk about like about the manager, it means clear communication, less noise, definitely, and way better control over like just what's going on. And what we can say that it makes whole team much more productive because everyone stays aligned without extra effort. And whenever I say less effort, I mean exactly that, because the whole point of all this is to make your day-to-day work easier, not heavier. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will summarize it from the technical side. So everything that you saw today runs inside Salesforce. A data is synced from Jira by Peeklogic, and FlexiKanban gives you a flexible way to visualize and manage that work. So you can build boards by teams, by priority, by status, or around your own business process. And before we close, I want to say one thing. If you're watching this and thinking like, hey, it's interesting, but our real workflow is more complicated, that's exactly why FlexiKanban exists. We've been customizing Salesforce since 2007, and we know that every team works a little differently. So if the standard setup is not enough, we can help you shape the board around the real process. Just reach out. We will be happy to help.
Yeah. And I see that we still have some time for questions. So again, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, like don't hesitate to do this, grab it and like just put it here. And from my side, I want to say that both apps are on Apex Change. So links will be here in the chat. So if you are Salesforce admin, an OPS leader, project manager, managing cross-functional teams, these are worth checking out for you. So you can install them and be up and running the same day. And once again, like right now on the screen, you can see the QR code. So like just if you got any ideas of your own use case, if you'd like us to run a personal demo for your team or for you, or if you want to build us something custom for your workflow, scan the code, visit our website, get in touch with us. use Calendly, and we genuinely love this stuff, right? And we would be happy to make it for your specific situation and for you, right? So basically, I do not see any questions for now, but anyway, like just this video will be in the record. So anytime you can come back, review our other. Oh, actually, yeah, the session is recorded, and you will be able to go to the YouTube channel and use like the link in LinkedIn. So like just all the information will be there. Thank you, by the way. So guys, thank you so much for being with us today. This was like really cool, and thank you very much, Dmitro, for this amazing demo.
Yeah, always a pleasure, and looking forward to hearing from all of you.
Yeah, thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Bye bye.